We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
318.
53. I got him.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get...
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Blue 58. Right left.
Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Right back to Conner here on first. Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 36, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's third down.
319.
56. Don't get nervous.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Get 300. Get 300. 319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jack Doyle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Dawson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit. But having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Undercrunch. It's great. Mike's 5-4.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyreek Hill. his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Packers 10, Broncos 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Knocks him over. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
319.
Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Get Mike.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And an alley to run.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rush in.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
We 19. Hey, take 26. Take 30. Coach, we 19.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Mike Pennell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And coming out now, the Broncos. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And the Broncos first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dwayne Smoot, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let it go.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5.
That's it, baby. That's it.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
You think you gonna get this?
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Get that quarterback.
Yeah, Liz.
6
Go to 50.
6 guys.
We didn't get that.
To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. An update from Buffalo. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. You can't block me.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set the tone.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front. And in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start with a give to Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Hey, come on now.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A carry here for Hunt. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He's not going to get me.
Mike, 57.
Here we go, G.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. O'Shane Ximines in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike, 53.
Hey, orbit.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Side, it's Sharp. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 15 on it, 56. Here we go, here we go. Set, good.
They go read option with Griffin. And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing is Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 5-4. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long jump. It's going to be a long jump. Check 15, check 15.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now Rodgers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looking for Woods that time. And now it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Touchdown, Packers. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown of the new season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
Check. Walk 54. Squeeze, double.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
Come. That's it. Check nickel. Grab. Watch it.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.